But no, this is this is new hot NJF clip. Actually, no, it's like probably like 2 days old of him talking. Oh my gosh! I just realized I'm in the frame. I was trying to be mysterious the whole entire time, and not be in the frame. But is he talking about our boy in this clip?
El Papa Leo.
No. I think he's talking about our other boy.
Oh, Father G.
Yeah.
I think he's referencing him. He definitely knows who Father G is because he keeps up with local news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Father G was in local news for reasons.
Yeah.
Undermining U.S. immigration policy because now I see Catholic priests in Chicago and they're doing.
He's talking about our guy. Okay, I'm just gonna say. So Father Gary Graff of the Chicago Archdiocese is going to do a walk.
I think he already did it.
He's doing a walk. He started it. So he might be an Ohio. I like saying Ohio. He might be an Ohio by now, but he's basically doing his little walk from Chicago through Indiana all the way to New York for the illegal aliens that are being deported. Yeah. And
we have some sort of backstory with him. I like how I started spazzing out about like, ooh, where do you live? And then I'm like, yeah. So he probably has history with a lot of people, but we do have some sort of history with him, and I don't know. Yeah, again, literally when I saw this, I did think he was trying to talk. He was talking about him.
I think he was talking about Father Gary because Father Gary school and community parish, right? Now, Father Gary was a well-known priest in the Chicagoland area, but more specifically the Latino Chicago community, because back in 2016, I believe it was, he went on a hunger strike for the Latinos that were supposedly being deported, right?
Yeah.
And
it's crazy. And I don't even talk shit about him, but it's crazy he didn't do any of for the ones that got deported during Biden. I don't know, just kind of.
No. Yeah, that is valid.
He only does it like every 4 years.
Yeah, he only waits for Republicans to be in office.
He eats for sometimes. Oh my god.
He just keeps eating all 4 years, and then oh shit, Republican. Okay, gotta stop eating. But no, seriously. So he served the Latino community. I think. Okay, look, politics aside, I think he tried to serve the Latino community as best as he could.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
According to what he believes, his version of Catholicism, right? Now, does it make, from a Catholic, because we're both credo Catholics, from a Catholic point of view, I don't think what he's doing is morally incorrect. I don't think it's theologically incorrect, but
I think
from a Republican or conservative or America First or nationalist point of view, it is incorrect what he's doing. But I think this is the problem with Catholicism in America. I know, like, Groyper's like, no, I'm Catholic. No, the issue with Catholicism in America is that as Catholics, yes, Jesus Christ is our leader. But who are we supposed to be more loyal to, the Pope or the President?
As Americans or Catholics?
As Catholics.
Oh, the Pope.
Okay. So as an American Catholic, you're still expected to have your loyalty to the Pope.
Yeah.
Like it or not, because there's some catechism, I don't know if it's infallible or not, that supposedly believes, not believes, but says that the Pope is supposed to be the political leader of the world, of Catholic countries or countries with Catholics in it. So that's kind of what makes Catholicism incompatible with America, because America, its foundation was for the American people, which were white Anglo-Saxon Protestant Freemasons. Right? Now, Protestantism and Freemasonry are completely opposed to Catholicism. The very idea of Americanism is opposed to Catholicism. Pope Leo the 13th, not the 14th, that's a recent guy. The 13th said he condemned Americanism. You can look at, like, everything I'm saying, you can look up yourself and find it out yourself. But I don't think Father Gary's a bad guy. I don't think any liberal priest is a bad guy. I just think that...
I think what happens is that they're too, like... they lean themselves too towards, like, the needs of the community.
But that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do, but the problem is they don't...
But that's opposed to Americanism.
They don't look at the big picture. Because the thing is, I think Nick's going to get into it later, like, there's things going on in our country that are way worse than what's like that they should be able to they should talk about.
I agree.
Things that people are doing every day, and
No, abortion,
yeah.
but they're protesting against abortion.
Um.
The Catholics were the ones behind Roe versus Wade. Roe v. Wade. Roe versus, I don't know, versus is what the V stands for. I just said that.
Wait, no, wait. Are you saying that there were four?
There were four. Roe v. Wade was what prohibited federal legalization of abortion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the Catholics were staunchly against. Catholics have always been staunchly pro-life, but when it comes to like immigration, when it comes to like
they don't,
immigration,
the thing that
or
thing that bothers me-
environmentalism,
the thing that bothers me is that they don't understand why we need borders, because to them it's just like, oh, the community's suffering because these people are getting deported.
they look at it as like Christ would have helped the poor and needy, so we are called to help the poor and needy.
And just so in this scenario, like the poor and needy are all these criminals.
I mean, but then, and that's not me saying that, but that's, I guess, them saying that is, why are they poor and needy? Because the CIA, I mean, this is just the truth. The CIA infiltrated these fucking countries and created all the cartels and shit. Like, America did have a big involvement in the creation of the cartels, which is why a lot of these people leave their shitty countries. Now, what I would say to them is, why don't you guys
fight back in the tyrannical imperial?
Yeah, like what Bukule did. Do what Bukule did, but they don't want to. Their thing is like, oh, we'll just go to America and get a better life over there. And then these Catholic priests like Father Gary feel like, oh no, well, we should give them a home because they deserve it. And he's Irish. And that's one thing about the Irish and the Italians is that, like, Irish and Italians, I always, from my dealings with them, they're either like real pro-immigration, pro-minorities, or completely anti, like this nigga right here.
Yeah.
Protests against the deportations, and they're doing that because they're emboldened by the Pope. The Pope sets the tone, and now you have ecclesiastical authority, the clergy in America that are protesting this political decision, and it's like,
Well, did the Pope really say anything? Because someone tried asking him and he said like, oh, I don't comment on.
I think it was a different interview. I don't know if it was before or after, but it was a different interview. Basically, him condemning the mass deportations.
Oh, you are the vicar of Christ on earth for a heavenly kingdom. I don't know where Jesus gave you the authority to tell us who we can and can't let in our country.
Real quick, stop. I do think there was. I think there was another Pope Leo. I'm just gonna say Pope Leo the 12th or 11th that basically promoted like colonization. Not colonization in the way that we think of as Americans. He promoted Spanish colonization. Do you know what the difference between Spanish colonization versus British colonization was?
Well, I assume British colonization spread Protestantism.
Well, not just that, but it also displaced the Indians. Said, you guys are gonna go this way, right? We'll make peace treaties. But you guys are going over here, and we're gonna be right here. We'll give you guys money. We'll deal with you guys, because obviously we can't just keep fighting. But we want this land for us as British people, right? Yeah. Now the Spanish were different. They're like, this land is not just for you, but it's also for me. But you guys, I'm going to take some of your women. You guys can have some of our women, right? You guys are going to benefit from our colonization. We're going to benefit from your stuff. We're going to benefit each other. You have our women, we take your women and create something anew from it. That's what's up. Like, for example, you're Mexican.
So it's more like integration.
More like integration, yeah, because they're like, okay, these Indians, they're not Muslims. That's a big thing, by the way. They're like, these Indians are not Muslims, so they haven't been poisoned by Islam, because the Spanish had just finished their reconquista of Spain, right? And they were like, the Indians are not Muslims, they're pagans, so they're still pure in spirit because we were one time pagans, right? Now, their idea was, we're going to convert these people to Catholicism. We're going to teach them Spanish. We're going to basically impose our culture onto them. Basically, you, the Indian, you're going to learn how to be a Spaniard, despite not being a Spaniard. So you could even argue that the Spanish invented the melting pot. And if you could even take it a step further by saying that
they invented globalism.
That they invented globalism, and not only just that, but that they're also Jewish. There's a very
then they invented race mixing too.
In some way, yeah. The whole idea of being a mestizo or being a mulatto comes from the Spanish caste system, or criollo, which we know in English is the Creole, right? Or Cajun, right? That all comes from Spain. So it's like Spain, you can argue in some way is zogged up in some way, shape, or form. It's zogged up.
Maybe they never left. They got kicked out, but they never left.
Well, the idea never left. Because you could kick the people out and still have the idea left behind. And also, don't forget, the British propaganda that was used against the Spanish was that they were mixed with Jew and Muslim. Basically,
that should be the name of the podcast from now on.
You know, these people are here illegally. They're fucking gang members. Trump is not doing mass deportations, okay? These buildings that he's raiding, these are gang members. These are violent gang members. These are people with a criminal record. So what is actually Catholic about letting people come here illegally? They're invading our fucking country, and they're gangsters. What is Catholic about tolerating that? And you see, for example, in Chicago, ICE did a raid on this apartment building, and it was filled with squatters. It was filled with Tren de Aragua squatters, where they installed
the Dominican gang.
I heard, yeah, I think they're Venezuelan.
Okay, yeah.
Their own deadbolt locks. There's like sitting water in the hallways. They're like taking electricity from the exit signs. It's like the whole building. It's squalor. They're squatters. They're not even living in the building legally. They're not living in our country legally.
Like, what would happen if like people started squatting in the Vatican? Because
you know what happened? The Masons or La Cosa Nostra would take care of it.
True.
The Vatican is balls deep involved with the Freemasons and the La Cosa Nostra.
Because my problem with all these things that people are like, oh, look, we need to stop this, is that they don't. I feel like the things going on over here. I don't understand why people don't at least understand why this is happening. Like, they don't understand, like, you know what? They went too far. We need to fix it.
Because they look at it idealistically. And then Hispanics have, like, a tribalism.
Yeah, that's another thing, too, that I really...
And I think Hispanics have been developing the black attitude more and more and more throughout the years.
Yeah.
But my thing to people like, I guess people like Nick, white people, right, would be that who taught it to them. Because Hispanics back in the day understood, we're here illegally, we're not supposed to be here, we're at the mercy of Mr. George, right?
Yeah.
We're not here, like, we don't deserve to be here. We're here because I'm risking everything for you guys to have a better life. Now these people feel like, oh no, this is our fucking country.
Yeah.
Like, they're taking like a conquistador attitude about it.
Yeah. Where they, and it's funny because it's almost like the flipped way too. Whereas, because what's really irking me about the whole thing is that people notice there's bad things going on here, and they're like, no, it needs to keep on going on. The people come here to change it. Fuck you. People who want to actually improve these things are like, we don't need improving. We need to keep on sacrificing these people to the sun gods every fucking day. We're fine. Leave us the fuck alone. I don't know. Maybe we should just be more libertarian and just let them be. You know? Just everyone, let's just let everyone do what
I
they
kind of have
want.
like this thing where it's like I think we should just keep the women.
No, I'm talking about everything going on. I'm talking about like the
Oh, you're like
violence.
talking. Oh, like
Talking
the
about
okay.
violence. Talking about the
I hate this thing.
immigration.
I hate this thing that people do, and I think it's popular with the boomers, where they'll complain about the violence. For example, the violence, right?
Yeah.
And then Donald Trump sends in the National Guard.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, never mind. We don't want that.
Because the thing right now is, I think, honestly, I think what's going on right now is like the best thing Trump's done all year.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's going on. Not only because it immediately affects us, but it shows that, okay, we weren't just bluffing. Because like literally we thought it was just going to be that thing in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And that was it. But now that they're pushing back, I'm like, hell yeah, let's keep on doing it.
Let's keep it going.
We need a... Even if we get caught up in it somehow. Because people, like...
I fucking hate when people say
Like,
shit
what
like,
are they
oh,
gonna do? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, I literally just tell people now, like, yeah, I'm just gonna go in the car and follow them.